Not exactly a household name. What does Scale AI do, and how significant is the investment?
Yeah, absolutely. Few people have heard outside of the world of technology and AI, of course, of this company, but it has grown in prominence, and now, of course, it's making headlines with this potential investment, $10 billion from Meta, as you say, one of the biggest private sector investments that we would have seen for years. So Scale AI, it focuses on one of the three key components that you need to build out large language models, which is data. So you have energy, chips, and data. Those are the three main components that come together, and Scale AI is squarely focused on data. So they train up, or at least they build out quality data that these models then feed in to train on, and they hire PhDs and others to help work through that data and quantify it and tag it. So that's essentially the business model. They've also providing their own solutions into enterprise and have been pushing into defense as well. And I think what this deal tells us is a few things. One, Meta, of course, and Mark Zuckerberg is not going anywhere in terms of its investments around AI. They've pledged to invest at least $60 billion this year and $10 billion now for Scale AI, if this, of course, comes to pass. So Meta is full bore on the focus on AI, particularly as well around data. It's a reminder that data is becoming a key battleground, because along with energy and chips, getting hold of the data, quality data, is becoming increasingly difficult for these large language models, and so there is a fight on that spectrum as well. And then the third part of this, I think, in terms of what it tells us, is defense technology. Meta is increasingly working with the Pentagon, particularly for around things like virtual helmets and AI-infused helmets for the military, and Scale AI already has relationships with the Pentagon. So I think it's also a reminder that Meta is getting closer in terms of defense technology as well. So on all three levels, I think those are the significance in terms of the deals that came through. This company, Scale AI, was valued at $14 billion back in 2024. You can imagine that valuation is much higher now.
Yeah, and also we've got London Tech Week kicking off today. What's top of the agenda?
Well, I was talking about data and energy and chips. Well, chips will be front and center because Jensen Huang of NVIDIA will be giving the keynote speech at London Tech Week later this morning alongside the Prime Minister Keir Starmer. NVIDIA also expected to announce, Jensen Huang, some investments here in the UK around training the workforce to be able to use these AI applications. They've pledged to train about 100,000 people up until about 2030, investing in their R&D space as well in Bristol here in the UK. So the focus is going to be on Jensen Huang has to say at that keynote speech and those investments, and how the UK is trying to position itself in this AI race versus the US, versus China, and also as well versus their counterparts across the channel in Paris, because France is also hosting Viva Tech, which is a big tech event, and Jensen Huang will be going there as well. And France has been able to build out an AI ecosystem with tax cuts. That is something that arguably the UK government will be looking for, which is desperate for growth, and AI is one solution for this UK government. They hope to drive growth levels higher in the UK.